Wbontv stopped by the American Legion Post 12 to talk to some of Richmond's veterans. We asked the American Legionnaires about some of their experiences and what a day like Veterans Day means to them.
Visit the walk-in clinic at Irvin Primary Care on Friday evenings and weekends with no appointment necessary. A service of Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital. For those times when it's not serious enough to go to the ER, but you feel too sick to wait until Monday, visit Irvin Primary Care.
I traveled all over as a child. I was born in Germany and lived Hawaii, California, all over Alaska. When I joined the Air Force, my first assignment was to Germany, and which was good because since I was born in Germany, I wanted to go back and check out the country. What Veterans Day means to me, it's a time to, I guess, share with my brothers and sister veterans, to reminisce, to thank everybody for the service for their country.
I spent 2 years in the upper part of Michigan, Marquette, Michigan, right on Lake Superior. At the time, I was a crew chief on a KC-135 in-flight refueler. Then I transferred. I put in for an overseas assignment, spent 18 months in Okinawa. That's where I was discharged from. I truly enjoyed flying. It's a neat experience to be laying in the back of an airplane and you're refueling something that's underneath of you at 550 miles an hour.
I was in that plane that was...
I did refuel an AWACS plane over Vietnam back in '69. The Veterans Day to me is to honor everyone that served. My father was in Italy in World War II. My father-in-law was a POW. My mother-in-law was also a Army member.
The second to the last draft, I was drafted in 1970, and I was scheduled to leave in February of '71 for Fort Dix, New Jersey. Took my buddy to the Air Force recruiter. And he's sitting there taking the test. I'm reading the magazine. The guy says, "What about you?" I said, "No, it's too late for me. I'm leaving in 2 weeks for Fort Dix." "You want to go in the Army?" "I'd like to go in the Air Force on the buddy program." I jumped at it. That's how I got in the Air Force. But my buddy got rejected because he had pins in his ankle. So I ended up going by myself anyhow. But I had a lot of great assignments. I spent 2 tours in the Philippines. I spent a 4-year tour in Italy. And wouldn't trade that for anything. The experiences you get, especially when I was over in the Philippines during the end of Vietnam. I got to experience the POWs coming back to the United States. They stopped there and they stayed there for 2 weeks. And I got to experience that. And later in my career, right at the end of my career, I was down at MacDill Air Force Base in Florida where all the wars were running out of. And I got the experience of being security for the base to protect the Queen of England when she landed down there. So that was another experience I had, something you tell your grandkids and stuff like that. I retired in '91, went off base, worked, decided it wasn't for me because there's no structure in the civilian world. And I went back out to the base and worked another 14 years as a civilian. So I really have 35 years with the Air Force. I keep in touch with a lot of my friends. Facebook is a wonderful thing. And getting to be able to talk to them on a daily basis or a weekly basis, and when you put something out, they hoorah, and it's a camaraderie that will be with me for the rest of my life. It's like a second family.
We would encourage any veteran to come by and talk to us about joining the American Legion, take a look, see if it's something you'd be interested in. Our membership dues are $40 a year, which is really not a whole lot. We are the fastest growing post in the state for our size. We're presently at 170 members, and which is the highest it's been in the 15 years that I've been involved with American Legion Post 12.
For more stories like these, be sure to follow WBONTV.com. I'm Austin Hanks.